Y'all, we have a special treat to you today. We are back in Asheville. Woo! And today we are concentrating on Central Asheville. And this is going to be really cool. You're going to want to pay attention and not miss this because this is going to cover a part of Asheville that we don't normally talk about. It's everything except downtown. So everything right around Asheville downtown. So it's going to be super exciting. We're going to talk to some locals. We're going to go out to a cafe that is super popular that you probably haven't heard of. And we're going to tour a home at the medium price point. Heck yes, let's go. Central Asheville is one of those places you don't really hear about. No one's like, ooh, I want to live in Central Asheville. That's more like a big city kind of feel, isn't it? But what I want to discover is a lesser talked about area of Asheville that's really relevant. There's a lot of people who start their search moving to Asheville. They do want to live in this area. It just doesn't really have an official name. So today that's what we're talking about. And this is going to be really important if you're considering moving to Asheville, but do not want to live right downtown. So there's a lot of people that are coming from larger cities that want to have accessibility to everything that Asheville offers, like the art scene, the music scene, the restaurant scene. There's so many great things here that are really like big city amenities located in a small city, or what feels like a really large town, actually. Why people want to live in Central Asheville really encompasses a lot of a variety of reasons. There is a greenway that runs right by here. You can walk or go to the baseball games that are really close nearby. You have access to the River Arts District, which is technically, its own area, but kind of more west because you're over the river. You also have access to the whole South Slope area, which could be considered part of downtown, but it's a little bit outside of the boundary of downtown, or at least part of it is. And that is where really all the breweries are located. There's a really cool sports complex where you can also drink while you're playing sports. I don't know exactly what that's about, but it's super fun. There's a little cafe that's all about board games. There's so many cool things in the South Slope. People absolutely dig this area, and you can live right here. Now, you're probably going to be in a condo in that area. But what we're going to do is we're going to explore 3 or 4 of the top neighborhoods in Central Asheville today. And we're going to take you through how they're a little bit different than one another and what kind of amenities and accessibility you can expect to have if you were to live in those areas. Because there's a lot of perks to living really close to downtown, but being just on the edge, right around there. So stick with us, it's gonna be cool. And I can't wait to go on this journey myself because I love making new discoveries about my favorite town. Central Asheville is not necessarily downtown, but everything surrounding the downtown area on the outskirts of that yellow portion on the map. So you'll see apartments here. Now here we have the sauna house, which is really cool. This is a new development in Asheville, and this is a combination of saunas and cold plunges. Everybody knows Wim Hof, right? And the breathwork guy. Let me see if they're even, oh, they're open. It says no cell phones. I don't know if we'll be able to film or not. It looks like they're working, but look, just peek in here. Oh, no cell phones in the saunas. So they have like a little cafe there, it looks like, or something. Maybe it's, yeah, they do have a little cafe. And then, yeah, you can do a sauna and a cold plunge. But what's cool is we're gonna head over next door to this cool little cafe. So right over here, you're gonna notice a really cool mural. And it looks like there's a tattoo place behind us. But we are gonna head to a wonderful little cafe called Mother. So this is Mother. It looks like it used to be like a garage or something. And you can sit out here and have beverages outside in the summertime, but you wouldn't wanna do it right now. But let's go in and see if they're open and if they have a table for us because I'm getting hungry. Oh, look at this cute door. It's like a little hobbit door. We can sit anywhere, huh? We'll ask. 2. Yes, thanks. There's so much going on right now. I'm having trouble just sitting down and being a good cousin. Y'all check this out. This is such a quaint little cafe. I love it. So I got the toast, the mushroom toast with dill, it looks like, on top. Look what Kara got. This is absolutely stunning, y'all. Croque monsieur. Croque madame. Croque madame. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Gorgeous. And look at their cute little water containers. Now, one of the things that they do here at Mother, which is unique, is they make this sourdough bread that I think just has 0 chemicals, and it's absolutely fabulous. People come from all over to get their bread. Woo! Okay, here we go. So if you're gonna want to live on the South Slope side of town, it's really, really close to downtown. So what you're gonna find are more apartments and condos in the area. There are some homes, but they're few and far between. It's definitely not normal to have a house so close to downtown, especially on the South Slope side of things. Behind me is Burial, which is really cool. We were just walking through the South Slope right now and came upon this, and I was like, it sounds like there's live music. There may not be live music, but I wanted to show you this mural too, because this is a guy that we all know in Asheville, Gus Cuddy. And this is a place where people come, they bring their families. Like, Asheville's one of those places, like, you bring your family to the brewery. There's kids running around now. It's winter right now, so let's see. Oh, it is really dark. Oh, wow, and it smells like beer. But if it's not in the wintertime and you come, you'll find people of all ages running around. There's live music happening. People are enjoying themselves. Look at these big barrels. This is cider. This is all cider, huh? Does anybody know why Asheville has so many breweries? I'm curious if you do. I think we have really good water here.
There's going to be somewhere in the ridiculous neighborhood of like 15.
They're day drinking. So if you were to live in central Asheville, of course you'd have access to downtown, but the hospital is really close too. I mean, it's like probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes away from here. So that's super convenient. You also have access all around the perimeter of downtown. So you would have Trader Joe's, you would have Harris Teeter, you have a Whole Foods that's really close both ways, actually, the east side and the north side. There are so many things that are just right around here that your life would be really, really easy. There's also public transportation if that's your jam. So it's easy to get around that way. So if you're thinking about what you might do in the area for work, there's a lot of people who have remote jobs in Asheville. There's a lot of people who come here with the job already lined up, which is always what we kind of suggest. There's plenty of jobs in healthcare, in tourism, like restaurants, things like that. There's outdoor jobs as well. But the one thing that we do suggest is don't just move here and not have a plan or not be independently wealthy, because a lot of the careers are based in tourism in this area. There's a lot, we do a lot in the food and beverage industry and the tourist industry. So have a little bit of a plan. The other thing that I want to talk about is people come here for the outdoors. And you already know this because you already know a little bit about Asheville, I'm sure, if you're thinking about moving here in general. And if you are, reach out any of the ways down below. But we are surrounded by nature and mountains. And they're beautiful mountains. I mean, they're just rolling mountains that are very old, some of the oldest mountains in the world. And we also have rivers, as we know. So we've got lots of water and we've got lots of trails. We've got great rock climbing and hiking and backpacking and camping. So when you're really thinking about getting back to nature, this is going to be your place. Let's also talk about who lives in Asheville and kind of the demographics, because it's a wide range. And it depends on which area you might want to live in, because they're all a little bit different. You know, there's definitely a space for younger people here, like in their 20s. We have the University of Asheville, University of North Carolina, Asheville, just right up the road on Merriman, or off Merriman Avenue. So there's some college kids that live there. And then Asheville is also a retirement destination. So you're going to find, usually in the South too, you're going to find more people that have come here when they retire, because they're like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to live in Asheville, and now here's my chance. You're also going to find a lot of people who are right in the middle, just like me, who have families, who want to be close to nature, who have location independency, like they can live anywhere and still work. You're going to find a lot of free thinkers and a lot of people who are artsy, and Asheville is like this little bubble for that. We have like so many creative people here, and it's also somewhat of a spiritual hub. It's called an energy vortex. So you're going to find a lot of yoga, and you're going to find meditation and retreat centers. So if that sounds like that tickles your fancy, then you'll probably be in hog heaven right here. There's just so many awesome things to do. And if you like art and you like music and you like shaking it and having a good time, yeah, you're going to dig it. Okay, so we're getting the insider scoop from someone who just moved here, and I'm curious what your experience has been since moving to Asheville.
It's been really nice. I mean, me and my partner have been coming here for years. Like, we kind of come here like once a year, and we were from like Florida and Tampa originally.
Okay.
So going from like a nice little small community there and coming to a nice little small community here is really nice. And I mean, mostly just that sense of community that we feel here is always like so appreciated.
A lot of people say that. They feel kind of like right at home when they get here.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah.
you feel like? Yeah.
It always felt like home when we were like moving here, and we would always like come here to visit, and it always felt like it was like the right spot for us.
Yeah.
Like being close to outdoors, being close to good coffee, being close to other cool cities like Atlanta or Greenville.
Oh, yeah, it's so
just
easy to
nice.
get around. We're really
Yeah.
close to Knoxville,
Exactly,
Charlotte,
yeah.
Greenville,
Yeah.
South Carolina, Atlanta. It's so easy.
cool.
And so what do you like to do with your free time?
I like to go climbing a lot. Since the storm, all the gyms have been closed, so it's been a little bit hard to do like indoor climbing and just like the training. But I've been, whenever the weather's nice and not too cold like today, I go to a couple of like the outdoor areas to do a little bit of climbing outside. It's been nice, yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you go see live music and go out some?
Every once in a while we'll do live music, but I'm more of a little bit of a homebody, so I like to just kind of chill at home and just like kind of go to like the little coffee shops around town.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And you found that people are pretty friendly or
Yeah.
hard to get to know or easy to get
I
to know?
think it's super friendly. It's such a friendly town. I feel like some of like the bigger cities, it's always so hard to like find people that are more personable. But like coming to Asheville is nice that like everybody's friendly, everybody's personable. Like nobody
Yeah.
really cares, nobody judges too much.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their own thing, and it's always nice.
And what part of town do you live in?
I live in like a little South Asheville, not quite Arden, but like down Brevard a little bit.
Okay.
Like down Brevard Road.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's easy to kind of get around?
Yeah.
Okay. Especially after Florida.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially after Tampa. Like I hear people complain about the traffic here, and I'm like, y'all have no idea how bad it gets. But
Totally. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Can I high five you? That's awesome. Oh my goodness, it's dark. Did you say you have a buddy here? We're looking for somebody that lives in Asheville. For like a little interview that maybe you. Okay, so we have a Living in Asheville channel. It's all about what it's like to
Like
live
a
in Asheville.
YouTube,
Well, yeah,
channel? Oh, okay.
exactly.
That's
Okay,
fun.
cool deal.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, first of all.
Sure.
How long have you lived in Asheville?
4 years.
4 years. So,
Yeah.
okay, perfect candidate for us. So,
Okay.
what's your experience been like?
Well, it's great until we had a hurricane.
Oh gosh. And it's still great after the hurricane, or you're having trouble?
It's it's been tough.
Yeah, that was tough for all of us.
Absolutely.
We were not expecting that at all.
Not at all.
But Asheville's kind of bounced back a little bit. I know there's some parts that are.
Getting there.
Yeah. Where'd you move from?
From New York.
New York City?
Yeah.
Wow, I love New York City. Awesome.
Yep.
And yeah, Carrie used to live in New York too.
Okay.
So, so what made you move down to Asheville?
It was COVID.
Oh, really?
Like
There's a lot of people that moved down during COVID because they're like, we can live anywhere now.
Yeah. So Asheville is very popular. I thought it was going to be a temporary thing, but. turned
Oh,
out to be
really?
a
You were
little
just
more-
coming for a little bit and you stayed?
Be a little more.
Did you meet your people down here? Have you met some friends?
I have yes, I have a cousin down here.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And you made a lot
Oh,
of
I-
new
oh,
friends too?
Yeah, actually, it's a very friendly city. Yeah.
It is a really friendly city. A lot of people say that when they get here. And did you have trouble finding housing, or did it all work
No,
out?
that was part of the reason that I came here, is that we had a contact already.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah,
Do you work from home, or do you go into an office?
I work remotely.
Okay.
for
There's a
office.
lot of people that work remotely here, huh? Have you found that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what do you like to do, like with your free time? Like, how do you spend your time in Asheville?
The breweries, obviously.
What are your favorite ones?
I have different ones. I mean, everybody says Burial. They're
Yeah.
right. They're right, generally speaking. Yeah, like Highwire.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they got hit hard down
Yeah.
by the river.
And then what else do you do?
Hang out.
See music or
I
outdoors?
like to go and see music, and I when I first showed up here, I did a lot of outdoor stuff, but that's kind of declined, to be honest.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah. I don't
Like
know why exactly, but
You're like, oh,
like,
gung ho,
yeah,
and then you're like, ah.
yeah. But it was maybe kind of the COVID thing, where it's like, oh my God, I can go outside and da-da-da.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
Cool deal. Well, thank you. What's your name?
Brad.
What is it?
Brad.
Brad.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Beth.
Good to meet you too.
Awesome.
Good luck with it.
Enjoy your day.
Okay.
Okay, rock on. So now we are right north of downtown on the east side in an area of town called Albemarle. I can never say it. It is so hard to say. I love this area and have always kind of considered it like the wellness area of Asheville, because here you're going to find a lot of these older homes are made into some sort of, not always doctor's offices, but like there's a law firm, of course, but meditation places. There's bed and breakfast. There are massage places. The Asheville Yoga Center just bought a big place down here, and there you're gonna find like kirtan and yoga and meditation. I love to go down this little road right here. This is so close to downtown. I mean, you're just right over the bridge, really. Okay, so if you look here, you'll see like there's Pulp and Sprout, Juice Bar and Vegan Cafe. What else? You'll find some hipsters, some youngsters, some middle-aged people. I love this little restaurant right here. It's called, what is it called? I can't ever remember. Liberty House, yeah. And then here we have the Asheville Yoga Center and the Ayurvedic Institute, which moved from New Mexico to Asheville. We are so lucky to have them because, yeah, there's a lot of people that come with them. Also, they put on really great programs at the Iruprana listening room in West Asheville. It's awesome. So if you were to live in this part of Asheville called Albemarle, then you're like one block over from Trader Joe's and from Whole Foods. Right in front of me, can you see that? Like right in front of me is downtown Asheville. There's so many cute homes in this area too. Some have been redone, some have not. So some are still living their very best life from 1930. But they all have character and charm in one way or another. Now we are in Montford, home of the bed and breakfast and the old historic homes. We've made lots of videos on this, so if you want to check them out in our past, you can do that. It's a wonderful area. It's so close to downtown. It's one of the most historic areas of town. The homes here are really from the 20s. Or even earlier in some situations. They are beautiful and they're huge, and they have a lot of stories that go along with them typically. That's why they make great bed and breakfast. We have a lot of clients that move to the area that see our videos and they're like, I want to live in Montford, and they start checking out the homes in Montford and they're like, oh, those are expensive. They are. They're not going to be less than $1 million. They're definitely not. Unless they need a lot of work. So if you want a project, and you have a big budget, then you should check out Montford. People love to live in Montford because there's little restaurants located throughout here. They're like 9 Mile, Tall John's, All Day Darling Cafe. What else is here? Let me think. There's just really, really cute places. There's a community garden. There's a park with tennis courts and a playground. And really, I mean, there are sidewalks that line all of Montford with a straight shot to downtown Asheville. That's really convenient and nice. It's a beautiful place to live. It has all kinds of different people that live here. Great sense of community, just the best of all worlds. So here we are at our median price point home right in central Asheville, right in the hub of everything fun Asheville. And so we're gonna head on inside because it's so super cute, of course. Everything is fresh and redone here. So even though this is a little bit of an older home, you're not gonna necessarily know that. Look, you walk into this great little entryway, which has a double door. So look, you can hang out here, you can greet your guests, you can take off your shoes, do your thing, and then you head into the real house. Come on in, y'all. I love it. So this house was built in, do you want to guess? You can't, there's no way you can know right now. But most of the homes in central Asheville were built 1920s, 30s, some in the 40s, but they're all pretty historic. And this is a really cute, historic kind of like storybook bungalow, which is what you'll see a lot of. So if we kind of walk in through here, it's cool because there's an official dining room right here off the kitchen, and you have a bar area that's so quaint. Now these homes that were built in the 20s are not necessarily going to be that big. And so what you're going to see in Central Asheville is that some of these have been renovated and some of them are waiting to be renovated. It's not that they're not going to be, but if they're in shape to be renovated, they're going to be, because everything fun and hip happening in Asheville is right in this area. Not everything, of course, but I mean, we are a hop, skip, and a jump from downtown. So right out of your front door, right there, you can walk out of the house and you can walk to like Trader Joe's. You can walk to Harris Teeter. You can walk downtown. It's a little bit of a hike, but I mean, it's not too bad. You can be in the heart of like seeing all the music that you want to see and go to the Fine Arts Theater and do all kinds of stuff. So I mean, you're going to pay a little bit for that. But I mean, we are talking about in the primo location of Asheville. Look how cute this is. Okay, now some of these bedrooms that you'll see on older homes are not going to be big. Now, I would say this is a medium-sized bedroom for a home this age. And there's a closet built in. Now, in the 1920s homes, in these bungalows, there's not always going to be closets. So keep that in mind. There's ways to incorporate closets into these. Now everything in this home has been redone, which is so fun. So let's head on in here. Now that feels like a little short, which is good if you have children. This is adorable. And look, here we have, how does that work? How does that work? I love that door. Now look at this bedroom. Now this is quite large. This feels great for a primary bedroom. And it looks like there's all the original floors throughout here too. And look, you have your own bathroom here. I love the colors that they've incorporated with the grays and the natural wood here and the white. Really, really gorgeous. Now walking back through, you'll see in here the fireplace. Looks like it was original. Now totally covered up. I don't know if that could be revamped or not. Now let's go back through the kitchen and let's see, because I heard there's another downstairs area that we should check out. Oh yeah, cool, here it is, let's go. Oh, where am I? There I am. Okay, look at these thin stairs. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, a typewriter. Oh, they probably don't want me touching that. That doesn't look like I should be banging on that. There is a whole other space down here that is livable. And look, it's got its own entrance too. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they have a couch here. They are so smart to finish this out. You are not going to see this in a lot of these older homes. You're going to walk down those stairs and it's going to be a dirt basement or crawl space. So this is fabulous. They've added all this extra space here. Now here's a cool idea that they could do, is that they could, because they have this door right here that leads out to its own entrance, they have a little mini kitchenette down here and a table, and that can count as a bed for one or two, unless there's another bedroom. Is there? No. You could rent this out. You could rent this out for people coming to visit Asheville for the weekend, or I think up to 30 days. I don't know exactly the specifics here, because if you have an Airbnb permit for a homestay, you can rent it out short term, but you'd have to check. I don't know what the situation is with that, or we could help you check as well. And that's one of the things that we can help you do. So, if you're considering a home like this in the Asheville city limits and it has a second area to it that could be rented as a short-term rental, we can help check in to see if that's possible. So reach out. Any of the ways down below will help you seamlessly move to the Asheville area, especially if you're coming from somewhere else. I want to check out this bathroom too, because it's so wonderful that they have this down here, and they made it into a full bath, which is super smart, because then their guests can have everything that they need down here. And there's even like a little storage room, like with a tiny door. This is fun. They have painted every single surface here with this gray paint. So everything seems fresh and new. Do you think they have a yard? They do have a little bit of a yard upstairs. Now, within the city limits, you're not going to get big, massive lots. Sometimes you can get privacy with vegetation, but I think they have 0.22 acres. So let's go look. Oh, cool. Okay, so this door's right off the kitchen right here. Now, if you look around, this is on 0.22 acres, so you got a little bit of space. I mean, that's not terrible. Little fire pit here, small little backyard, but could be totally fenced in if you had an animal. Now, if you look over here behind me, you will see that these homes look like they have been redone. And you have to imagine, too, that all of this, once these leaves come out in the summertime, we are in the dead of winter. We're at the end of January. Once all these leaves come out and everything, you're going to have a kind of private backyard. Not totally, but for the city, pretty private. Now, it looks like this home needs to be redone, and it will be eventually, I'm sure. We got some solar panels down here and a beautiful garden. But I'm chilly. I wish that fire was going down there. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm going back in. Now, I got to warm up next to the vent because I just can't handle 14 degrees. It does not make my body happy. Okay, I want to talk about where we are, and I want to talk about the price of this home and what you get in Central Asheville for this price. Now, we're thinking about the region right around downtown, excluding downtown of Central Asheville. So when you talk about the price point of this area, it's going to be slightly higher because you're close to everything fabulous, but not downtown. So you still have a traditional home, a single-family home, which is important to people. So the median price point in this area is going to be $650,000. Now, what you get here is what you've seen. You are going to get 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's about 1,700 square feet on about 0.22 acres. So this is a prime example of what's possible in this Central Asheville area. And it's kind of cool. To be so close to everything, but still have like a really cool bungalow, which is the Asheville style. So most of the homes that you're going to see in around the downtown area are going to be older, historic bungalow arts and crafts homes. And then once you kind of get out, you'll see more newer builds. So we'll explore that. And there are other videos that I've made as well that go into depth in different architectural styles in the Asheville area. And we're going to keep making these videos. So hit the subscribe button, wherever that is, and stay tuned because we got more for you. Don't you worry. So perhaps living right on the outskirts of downtown would not be your cup of tea and you want a little bit more space and a little bit more of a quiet lifestyle, check out Hendersonville right here. Until then, ciao for now.